I had a thought yesterday, and I've been in this situation myself because I didn't make good choices early in life. I knew I was rebelling against something, but I didn't know exactly what I was rebelling against, so I rebelled in the wrong way by using or doing the things, that hurt others, not knowing who I'm fighting against. Now I know in this world that there are two kinds of people. There are wheat and there are tares, and there's no specific color, race, creed, or even sex that has a monopoly on being good or bad. Anybody is capable, and you need to discern that by the actions of that particular person. But my thought is if you don't think jail and prison is torture, and I mean torture, then why do you think nobody wants to go? Okay? And most people say, well, of course, that's stupid. Of course they don't want to go to jail, but stop doing wrong or stop breaking the law. Well, what if the law you broke has no or the person that broke a law that does no harm to anybody else? Nobody. Like, for instance, smoking a flower from a plant, marijuana. They've hurt nobody, and yet they're going to throw this peaceful flower smoking person into a cage after they've kidnapped them at gunpoint and torture them, because that is what jail is. That is what prison is. So you are getting people that are being put in there for tickets and everything else that they've done no harm to anybody, and you are torturing these people. And as a result, you're starting to see the society that you're starting to see. You start seeing kids shooting people in school because they're on these psychotropic drugs because they don't fit into the society and the way that it's set up for just a few. But if you don't stand up and say something about all the people who are being tortured and put into these jails when they've harmed nobody, you're going to see that mirror your society in negative ways, because these people are going to lash out on society because they've harmed nobody, and you've criminalized them, you've victimized them, and you've tortured them. It's time to wake up, America. Know the fruits of the people that you're dealing with. There are two types of people, or two types of tree in this society. One bears good fruit and one does not bear good fruit. And the one that does not bear good fruit cannot bear, or that bears bad fruit cannot bear good fruit. And it's just that simple. You see what people bring to your life, you cut out the weeds, and you keep the tare. It's just that simple. But until we focus on what's really happening and how people are being turned into criminals, just like parents that don't have control of their children for whatever reason, they don't want to go to school, they start getting truancy, the parent can get a ticket, if they don't pay it, they'll go to jail. They've been criminalized when they're not a criminal. And yet you'll see law enforcement say that they're there to help us and to save us and to fix everything, but they're not fixing anything because nothing is changing. And if it is changing, it's only changing for the worst, which is the outcome of society. They cannot keep you safe. They're not there to keep you safe. They're there to keep you in check, to let you know what you can do and can't do. When it bears down, it's real simple. If you're not harming another person, you've committed no crime. Okay? If you have not harmed an individual, you have committed no crime. And it's just that simple. Do unto others the way you want to be done.